In this video, I'm going to solve this question. In how many different ways can 3 women and 4 men be arranged in a row so that no 2 women are sitting next to one another? Well, before I start solving this question, I want your complete attention for the next few minutes because this question is really important. I'm sure you can recall that we have done this type of question before as well. At that time, we were working with 6 different letters. So we were working with A, B, C, D, E and F, and we were interested in finding the number of ways such that A and E are never together. And we discussed 2 methods to do this. The method number 1 was that we do total number of ways, so total ways minus the ways such that A and E are always together. So this is the first method that we discussed, total minus A and E are always together. And the method number 2 was the spacing method. So method 2 was the spacing method in which I created many spaces, and first I filled the letters on which there was no condition, and then I filled the letters on which there was condition. And I'm sure while I was solving that question, you must have liked this method more than this method because method number 2 seemed a bit complicated at that time. So this was a quick review of what we did earlier. Now let's get started with this question. So the first instinct that comes to our mind when we see this type of question is once again we can use these 2 methods to solve even this question. So I'm sure you must have liked method number 1. So your first instinct would be to try method number 1 to solve this question. So let's do that. So let's say you want to solve this question using method number 1. Okay, so what we have here is we have 3 women. So let's label them W1, W2 and W3. And we have 4 men. Let's label them M1, M2, M3 and M4. And as you have to find the number of ways in which no 2 women are sitting next to one another, what we can do is, so we can write that required ways is equal to total number of ways, total ways minus the number of ways such that all women are together. And we have already found the number of ways in which all women are together. We did this in the last question. And the answer to this was 5 factorial multiplied by 3 factorial. And now we can write the total ways as well because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in total 7 different elements here. So the total ways would be 7 factorial. So the first instinct that comes in mind to solve this particular question is might be this. So you might want to write that the required number of ways is equal to 7 factorial minus 5 factorial multiplied by 3 factorial. And well, if you do this, then this would be absolutely wrong. And actually, this is a classic mistake that most of the students do. Let me tell you why am I saying that this is wrong. So see, what is the condition that we have? So the condition that we have is no 2 women are sitting next to one another. Okay, so this is not the only case that we have to rule out in which all women are together. You also have to rule out the cases in which, let's say, woman number 1 and woman number 2 are sitting together and woman number 3 is sitting at a completely different place. Or let's say woman number 2 and woman number 3 are sitting together and woman number 1 is sitting at a completely different place. So if you want to follow method number 1, it is not that straightforward in this case. You will have to do total ways minus the ways in which all women can sit together, minus the ways in which this can happen, minus the ways in which this can happen, and so on. And now I'm sure after writing all these cases that we have to incorporate, this method number 1 does not seem that much appealing and easy. And this is precisely the reason I showed you 2 methods. Because if you try to follow method number 1 in this case, then you might face 2 problems. The first problem is that you might not consider these additional cases. You might only do this part that I did and your answer will be wrong. Or even if you consider these additional cases, then it will not be that much easy to solve. You will have to make many cases and then you will have to solve those cases one by one and then you will have to do the entire calculation. And the point is that when you make many cases, there is a very high probability that you might end up doing some kind of, let's say, calculation mistake. And this is precisely the reason I showed you 2 methods, so that if you encounter this kind of situation, you can very well work with the method number 2, which is the spacing method. So I'm not going to solve this question using the method number 1. I'm sure I have made my point, and now you can solve this question on your own if you want to use the method number 1. So now let's move to method number 2 and let's see how can we use the spacing method to solve this particular question. So this is your method number 2, the spacing method that we discussed. So once again what we have is we have 3 women and I'm labeling them as W1, W2 and W3, and we have 4 men. I'm labeling them as M1, M2, M3 and M4. So the first step that I'm going to do is I'm going to put some number of spaces here, and I will choose the number of spaces in a manner such that I have men at the alternative spaces. So what I'm trying to say is that we can create spaces in this manner. So the first space is blank, then we have M1, then blank, M2, then blank, M3, then blank, M4 and then blank. So in total we have 9 spaces here. And I have put 4 men down in such a way that we leave a space in between them. Now let's find the total number of arrangements such that this condition is satisfied. So I'm writing required number of arrangements, or let's say required ways or required arrangements, is equal to. So till now what we have done is that we know that we don't have any kind of condition on these 4 men. So first of all we have put down these 4 men here in this manner. Now note that these 4 men can arrange among themselves in 4 factorial ways. So there are 4 factorial ways in which we can arrange these men. And now let's talk about the number of ways in which we can arrange the women. So we have 4 factorial here. This is for men. And now let's put some space here for women. So let's talk about this woman first. So if we talk about this woman has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this woman has 5 places to choose from. So we can write 5. And as soon as this woman takes one of these places, the second woman will have a choice of 4 places. So 5 multiplied by 4. And now the third woman will have a choice of 3 places. So 5 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 3. So this is the number of ways in which you can arrange men, that is 4 factorial, and this is the number of ways in which you can arrange women, 5 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 3, and you have to arrange men and women, so that means you have to multiply these two. And this is your final answer. So your answer is 4 factorial multiplied by 5 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 3. And I'm sure you can do the calculation and find the final number on your own. And before I end this video, note that instead of writing it in this manner, 5 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 3, I could have also written 5p3. And this is because we have 5 blank spaces here, and from these 5 blank spaces, we have to select 3 spaces and the ordering matters. So that's why 5p3. Okay, so that's it for this question.